Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Guys at Magic. This is Hunter and Shane. Say what up, Shane.
What's up, nerds?
We are back at it again, this time November 4th, 2022. Final day of spoiler season for the Brothers War. We made it. This is it.
Oh, yeah?
What do you think so far?
So far, what do you mean we've made it? It's over.
Hey, I mean, we haven't got to the cards today, have we?
Oh, okay. So far, I mean, yeah, we've had some sick cards, dude. We've got a bunch of cool toys for standard. We've got a handful of cards for EDH. What's not to love, dude?
Well, today is a little different. They did not save any rares for the day. They usually save just one for the final day, but they didn't. So it's just commons and uncommons today. We're going to be looking at the top 5 cards that were most talked about today on the subreddit, the top 3 most talked about cards that we didn't cover during the week, and your number 1 liked card on our Instagram that was not talked about in either of those categories at all. Before we get started, let's go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We just want to say thank you so much because at the time of this recording, we have surpassed 3,000 subscribers. Thank you all to those of you that have subscribed and those of you that are just watching this video unsubscribed. What are you doing? Hit that subscribe button. Join the party. Got some cool
On to
content
500 or 5,000, dude.
on to 5,000. Hit or 4,000.
No, we're gonna blow right past 4,000.
Okay, love it. Love the enthusiasm. So, yep, like Shane said, hit the subscribe button so we can blow past 4,000. So let's jump into it. This first card that was talked about, number 1 today, was Tower Worker. Tower Worker is 3 generic mana for a 1/3 artifact creature assembly worker. It has reach. You can tap it to add a colorless mana. If you control creatures named Mine Worker and Power Plant Worker, you can add 3 colorless instead. We didn't talk about it, but let's talk about the other 2. So we're throwing up all 3 on the screen at the same time. Mine Worker is also here. This is 2 generic mana for a 2/1 artifact creature assembly worker. You could tap it to gain 1 life. Control the creatures named Power Plant Worker and Tower Worker. You gained 3 life instead. And Power Plant Worker is 5 generic mana for a 4/4. You can pay 3. Power Plant Worker gets +2/+2 until end of turn. But if you control creatures named Mine Worker and Tower Worker, you can put 2 +1/+1 counters on Power Plant Worker. Instead, activate only once each turn. So we're assembling Tron, right?
Yeah, it's cute. Cute, like, flavor, I guess, but I don't think I'd play these. I like the design behind them. I get it. I get all of that. It's the Tron lands, but now they're being worked on.
They
But that's
are
as far as it
being
goes for me.
assembled.
Exactly. And that's what I'm saying. It's cute. It's really cool, but I think that's where it stops for me.
Yeah, I think the first 2, the Tower Worker and the Mine Worker, I think are the better of the 2, because 5 generic is a little bit much. Should have been 4.
Yeah, and hey, in limited, this could be really fun, right?
Yeah, sure. If you can get all these,
and yeah, and
all 3 of these are common, so
yeah,
easy to get.
Yeah, exactly. So I can see that there's definitely an archetype there to build. Standard, I'm probably gonna pass.
It's pretty cool though. I do like the design, just as a little nod to the old Urza land. All that
100%.
stuff. But yeah, Tower Worker, Mine Worker, Power Plant Worker. Good to see you in the game. Next up, Loran's Escape. Loran's Escape is 1 white mana for an instant. It says target artifact or creature gains hexproof and indestructible end of turn. Scry 1. You've seen this effect multiple times.
Yep.
It's always on a little 1 mana body like Tameo Safekeeping. Also 1 green. Interestingly enough, I think mainly this was talked about most because of the flavor here. Loran is Felden's wife, and
He's holding the Silax, dude.
Exactly. It says, as Teresia City burned, Felden pressed the Silax into Loran's hands and urged her to run. Hope ran with her. Interestingly enough, she gets captured by Ashnod and tortured.
Hey, spoiler alert, chill.
Part of the story.
I haven't got that far.
Part of the story.
I haven't got that far, dude. Shit, I'm only on episode 1.
Yeah, she gets tortured, and then she escapes, and then years down the line, she dies of her injuries.
We talk about the card though. This is cool.
Talk about Loran. Yeah. As far as this card goes, yeah, the Scry 1 stapled on top of it is always a plus.
Yeah, and this protects a lot of your toys in mono white. So that's
100%.
amazing. Card I would think sees plays. I'd play it in a mono white deck. Shit, I'd play it in a blue white soldiers deck.
This seems really good in the Azorius Tempo deck that has the Illuminator Virtuoso. It fits in beautifully.
The double striking super annoying card, yeah.
The Conniver, every time it gets targeted by a spell, it connives. This is
That
a
card's
perfect
so
target. So yeah, I see Loran's Escape fitting into a couple different decks. It's gonna see play. Nice little comment too.
Yes, sir.
Moving on, we have another artifact creature. This is Spectrum Sentinel. It is 1 generic mana for a 1/2. It's got protection from multicolored. And whenever a non-basic land enters the battlefield under an opponent's control, you gain a life. It's also a soldier.
This could be a nice 1-drop for the soldier deck.
It really is, man. Protection from multicolored is very strong.
I was thinking that it was kind of just like a whatever card, just kind of a cute card, but then I read soldier. You're right? Yeah, that could definitely be a 1-drop right there. Boom.
1 mana for a 1/2 protection from multicolored is so good.
You could pump it up. That's really good.
You just gain life from your opponent just playing lands.
Well, non-basics, but yeah.
Yeah, if you're running into
there's a good number of non-basics running around standard right now, so
especially with Esper.
Yeah, all the pain lands too.
All the pain lands, all the tri lands. Yeah. Spectrum Sentinel seems like a really good card.
This is a really good card. 4 of in soldiers, probably, yeah.
Probably 100%. Yeah. So good. Spectrum Sentinel.
I like the art too, dude. It's like the blades are multicolored. Like, oh, it's got protection.
Yeah, it's pretty sick. The art, again, once again, we'll say the art is so good in this set. Moving on to Energy Refractor. Energy Refractor is 2 generic mana for an artifact. It says whenever Energy Refractor enters a battlefield, draw a card. You also pay 2 to add 1 mana of any color. So mainly this card was talked about today because people were saying there's your use for Power Stones. They are now activated to play any spell. Not just artifacts.
Yeah, that's true actually. You can you're losing out, right?
You're losing 1
at a cost of 1.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna be paying 2, but it's like this card's cool too because it cantrips. So it replaces itself, and then you can start laundering your dirty Power Stone mana.
And it pretty much is doing that exact thing in the art. It's taking the colorless and making colors.
That's actually really cool. I could see this being 100% played as well. If Power Stones are going to be as rampant as they are in like how much they're being pushed right now, this could totally be a thing.
Yeah, I think so too. But once again, we will have to see.
Yeah. Cool that it's not a tap effect too, so they can do it as much as you want.
Exactly. Yeah. You just tap all your Power Stones. Boom! Got a whole bunch of colors. Power Stone Tribal.
Energy Refractor. I bet this looks gorgeous in foil too, dude.
Oh, probably, man. Colors would pop. Moving on to the final card that was talked about today. Just do it, like I said, top 5. Desynchronize. Desynchronize is 4 and a blue for an instant. It says target non-land permanent's owner puts it on the top or bottom of their library, scry 2. So essentially, this is a very weird worded card, but you're targeting something and they are deciding whether to put it on top or the bottom of their library, then you scry 2.
Right. This seems like a lot of mana for an interesting ability. Unless you're targeting yourself, but why would you, I guess?
Yeah. Very interesting ability. I guess you're stuttering them. Or they are trying to find an answer for you. And you're scrying too, so it's kind of good.
It's like a really mean bounce, right? Like the other bounces that we've seen in standard. Obviously bounce to the hand. This is like, okay, well, I'm getting rid of your next draw, or you're just not gonna have that card ever again.
Mm-hmm.
So that's cool, but 5 mana, god damn! Even at instant speed, that's a lot of mana.
It is. The main reason this card was talked about today is because of the flavor text. It says, before Kaya could pull Teferi's spirit back, the overloaded temporal anchor failed, and he was set adrift in the currents of time.
Well, that's not good.
It is not good. He got stuck in time.
Yikes.
So Teferi was coming back from learning about the Brothers' War. Didn't work. Now he's stuck.
Well, it's going to make it troublesome to actually use the Silex.
So the future of it is definitely going to be trouble. People are guessing that he's not going to be in the next set, but he'll come back for War of the Machines.
Okay.
Because
well, the next set's all about Phyrexia, right?
Right. It's probably going to be the Phyrexian takeover this next set completely, and they're going to be like, "Where's the fairy?" And then he'll come back in War of the Machines, and he'll blow stuff up.
Dude, he's like Ant-Man stuck in the quantum realm.
He is, man. Stuck in
Dude.
the current time.
Dude.
Is he dead?
I don't know, but we're talking an awful lot about flavor text right now.
He's not dead.
He's not dead. He's
all
just
over- he's all over
desynchronized.
the art of War of the Machines, so he'll be back. But he's not coming back next set, probably.
He'll be back.
Moving on. Like I said, these next 3 were the top 3 cards that were not rare or mythic that we talked about, and from the past week. So, this first one was Calamity's Wake. Calamity's Wake is 1 and a white for an instant. It says exile all graveyards. Players can't cast non-creature spells this turn. Exile Calamity's Wake.
Damn.
Pretty good,
That's a bomb. Typically, you just fuck with one player's graveyard. That's all graveyards.
All graveyards gone for 2 mana.
2 mana at instant speed. Nice. And it just shuts down non-creatures that turn, too. Damn. That'll be played in EDH 100%.
Yeah, this is after the Silex blast based on the art, or is it just looking out at destruction?
It looks like some kind of post-apocalyptic nuclear war, dude.
Yep. He did bad.
He's like, oops.
Oops. But yeah, Calamity's Wake, we'll see
card.
Play 100%.
Yes, sir.
Moving on to the number 2 most talked about card that was not a mythic or a rare. This is Overwhelming Remorse. Overwhelming Remorse is 4 and a black. For an instant, this spell costs 1 less to cast for each creature card in your graveyard. Exile target creature or planeswalker.
So best case scenario, it costs 1? I like it.
Yeah, once again, black getting some pretty good toys.
Yeah, I definitely like this. It's
Yeah,
probably it's a late game removal, right? So you're not gonna have access to it early, but that's fine.
I mean, it could be an early game removal. Think about if you have Fable the Mirror Breaker and you pitch 2 creatures in the graveyard turn 3. Like,
I guess that's true.
Pretty good. Or turn 4, should I say? 'Cause it's gotta...
Yeah.
But yeah, man, seems pretty good.
Still, super cheap removal late game is always a plus.
And this with Tenacious Underdog, where you can get your Tenacious Underdog back anyways, but it still counts as a creature in the graveyard.
Mono black is just going to be so much fun. I mean, it already is so much fun, dude.
Synergies.
EDH though, what do you think? I mean, I can see it in EDH too.
I could definitely see this in EDH. Any exile effect, especially when it says Planeswalker on top of that.
Yeah.
Not just creature, but Planeswalker. Gets flexibility for that. If you're running this into like a recursion deck, really good for you. Even my Marin deck is really good.
Seems really cool that it's an exile effect in black too. I like it.
I do too. Moving on to the final card that we're going to be talking about for the past week that we missed. Machine Over Matter. Machine Over Matter is 1 and a blue for an instant. Does a spell cost 1 less to cast if you control an artifact creature? Return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand.
Very solid bounce effect, dude.
It is a bounce effect not just for creatures, which is really good.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's super solid.
You bounce. Yeah, it's very, very good bounce.
1 mana. So it's like we've had that before, and it seems like we'll have it continuing.
Yeah, we already know how good Fading Hope is.
Amazing.
In the right deck with artifact creatures, this might even see play over that.
That's true.
And this is the part in the story where Urza gets his queen.
Oh.
Yeah, it says the warlord decreed that only someone who could move the statue would be strong enough to marry the princess. So Urza moved it.
Well,
He made
he
his
cheated,
machine
yeah.
do it.
Hey, he cheated.
Yeah, man, he's smart enough to make a machine.
All right, I give it to him. Work smarter, not harder, right? That's what I always say.
Exactly, dude. Urza knows what he's doing. He won. He married the princess.
Got that princess. I like the card though, a lot.
That's a good card, yeah. So, for the final card, this is the #1 most liked card on our Instagram, as voted by you guys. If you guys haven't already done so, go follow us on Instagram, because the next time we do spoiler videos, we're doing the same thing. Final day, we go through and grab the #1 most liked card, voted on by everyone on Instagram. So this one is the Fall of Kroog. The Fall of Kroog is 4 and 2 red for a sorcery. It says choose target opponent. Destroy target land that player controls. The Fall of Kroog deals 3 damage to that player and 1 damage to each creature they control.
On our Instagram is mean.
Yeah.
They like land destruction? Get out of here.
They were talking about bringing land destruction back. Here you go. On the card, destroy target land.
That's mean. They were talking about kind of tweaking it and making it a different form of land destruction. This is straight up land destruction.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you like land destruction, I don't like you. I'm just kidding.
As a card, 6 mana to do all that. Destroy land, deal 3 damage to the face, and 1 damage to each creature. Is that good?
I think it depends.
That's sorcery
If you're,
speed.
yeah, okay, that's okay. If you're running up against a token deck, I can see this being fantastic as long as the tokens are being pumped in some way.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, this does seem pretty heavy and slow. But hey, they liked it, so there you go.
Could also have liked it just for the artwork as well. I don't know if they liked it for the text or the art. So we'll talk about both. The artwork is awesome. It is Mishra leveling Yotaya's capital city, which is absolutely backbreaking.
I like the art though. The art looks awesome. I can see that on a playmat. Maybe we can get it for David for Christmas.
That would be, I mean, picking things out for David is very tricky to do. Do you think you would like this art? Maybe.
And the funny thing is, he never watches these videos, so he won't even know we're talking about it.
Hey, guess what? The artist's name is David.
David, it's fate.
Ah, it's fate. We're getting it for him. Merry Christmas, David. But that is going to do it for us today. Final day of the Brothers War spoilers. The entire set is out. Please leave a comment telling us what you think about this set as a whole. And also what your favorite card that we talked about today. Maybe you didn't like our opinions. Maybe you did.
Do you have a
Just
favorite?
let us know.
What's your favorite, Hunter?
My favorite out of the ones we talked about today?
Yeah.
Spectrum Sentinel.
Ah, you fuck. I shouldn't have sat on this slide when you. Yeah. It's my favorite too.
It's a good one.
This little soldier boy is.
Soldier
lit.
Boy.
Soldier boy's lit, dude.
Soldier Boy Dellum. That and Desynchronize just for the flavor of the story.
Yeah, Desynchronize had me scratching my head because I can't read apparently.
Target non-land permanent's owner.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's gonna do it for us. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. We're coming out with our $100, $300 upgrades for the pre-con decks that are coming out here soon, as well as other EDH deck techs and just more videos in general. So don't miss out. Check the description for our links to our Instagram, our Twitter, and our TikTok. That is @guys@magic on everything. Give us a follow on those. And until the next video, hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Peace.
Bye-bye.